Catholics have been receiving many warnings in recent times, messages meant to awaken them to the hidden dangers that surround the world today. It is a period when evil seems to be growing stronger, when the influence of Satan is spreading quietly yet powerfully, and when demons appear to be more active, seeking ways to disturb the faithful. At the same time, the world faces growing challenges such as sudden outbreaks of sickness and strange epidemics, as well as natural disasters that strike without warning, reminding humanity of how fragile life truly is. In the midst of all this, Our Lady has chosen to intervene in a special and very touching way, showing her care for her children by sending warnings that cannot be ignored. She has revealed to many faithful Catholics that a strange and dangerous pandemic is about to touch America, spreading rapidly and bringing fear and uncertainty to the people. The warning is urgent, meant to prepare hearts and minds for what is coming in a very short period, only 14 days, a brief moment in which the world can be changed forever. Our Lady's message is filled with deep sorrow, and her tears reflect the pain she feels for the suffering that could come to so many if they are not careful and attentive. She wishes for her words to reach as many people as possible, hoping that Catholics everywhere will take them seriously, strengthen their faith, pray without ceasing, and turn back to God with sincere hearts. This revelation is more than a simple warning. It is a call to be awake, to watch over one's life and soul, and to prepare for the challenges ahead with courage, trust, and devotion. The love of Our Lady shines through even in this sorrowful message, reminding everyone that even in fear and danger, God's protection is available to those who stay close to Him and follow the path of faith. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever felt warnings or signs in your life that made you pause and reflect? Your comments can help others stay aware and strengthen their faith. By sharing your thoughts, you not only join the conversation but also support others who are trying to stay close to God. If this message touched your heart, please type Amen in the comments to show your support. In recent times, Catholics and people of faith have been receiving many warnings about the dangers that are quietly spreading through the world. It seems as if evil is growing stronger every day, influencing hearts, minds, and the world around us in ways that are often invisible at first. There are forces at work that most people cannot see or understand, and these forces can bring illness, disaster, fear, and confusion into daily life. In this moment, the world feels unstable, as though everything familiar could be taken away in an instant. Natural disasters strike without warning, epidemics spread quickly, and strange events happen that make people stop and think about how small and fragile human life really is. Among these unusual events, a recent occurrence in America drew particular attention. Massive swarms of insects covered the sky and descended on towns, cities, and farms, leaving behind destruction in their wake. Crops were destroyed, homes were damaged, and the air itself seemed heavy with fear and darkness. It was as if nature itself had taken on a voice, sending a warning that something beyond human understanding was happening. The sight of these insects, so numerous that they blackened the skies and moved like waves over the land, left people in shock, reminding them that the world is not always as safe and controlled as we like to believe. This event reminded many of the stories in ancient scriptures, when similar disasters were seen as signs from God. In the Bible, there is the story of locusts in Canaan, which were seen not just as pests or a natural problem but as a warning and a punishment from God. People at the time understood that these disasters carried messages, and they feared what the heavens were trying to tell them. Similarly, the insect invasion in America was not merely an accident of nature. It was a sign, a warning meant to draw attention to spiritual dangers and the need for preparation. Our Lady, in her divine wisdom, appeared to the faithful, sharing messages of warning and hope. She told the children of her heart that sudden changes in nature, strange events, and unexplained disasters are all reminders that the world is fragile, that humanity must stay close to God, and that evil is seeking to pull people away from Him. She warned that after such events, Catholics must remain vigilant, pray with sincerity, and support one another in faith and good works, because challenges are coming that will test hearts and souls more than ever before. Her message painted a picture of a time unlike any other, when the skies would darken unusually, the sun would shine with less light, and the sounds of nature would change. Birds would stop singing, winds would grow strange, and the world itself would feel as though it were holding its breath. She spoke of loud and haunting sounds, like trumpets in the sky, that would mark moments of great trial. The earth would tremble, storms would rise suddenly and with unusual power, and people would feel confusion and fear as the balance of nature seemed to shift. Yet through all of this, Our Lady's message was not meant to terrify without purpose. It was meant to awaken hearts, to encourage prayer, and to remind humanity that even in the darkest times, God is present. She encouraged children of faith to love Him, to act with honesty and goodness, and to pray constantly for the protection of their families, friends, and communities. She reminded them that small acts of faith, kindness, and devotion can have tremendous power in overcoming darkness, even when the world seems overwhelming. Even amid fear and uncertainty, Our Lady reminded everyone that God's love never leaves us. Life may feel heavy, and challenges may seem endless, but there is a larger purpose behind every struggle. These trials are like the labor of a mother giving birth. Pain and difficulty precede joy and new life. Similarly, the difficult times that humanity faces now are preparing the way for a better world, a world where faith, love, and spiritual understanding grow stronger. Although obstacles may appear impossible and hardships may feel relentless, giving up is never an option for those who trust in God. His promises are real, and His guidance is constant. The faithful can take comfort in knowing that even when storms rage, even when disasters strike, and even when fear surrounds them, God is near, offering strength, peace, and protection to all who seek Him. This period of uncertainty is also a reminder that humanity must be attentive, careful, and loving. It is not only about avoiding danger or surviving disasters, but also about growing spiritually, supporting one another, and remaining steadfast in faith. Prayers, acts of charity, kindness toward others, and devotion to God can make a difference, both for ourselves and for those around us. Each person is called to examine their life, reflect on their actions, and make sure that their heart remains close to God even in difficult circumstances. Our Lady's message emphasizes that small acts of prayer, love, and courage are powerful. They act as shields against evil, guiding people through fear and darkness, and preparing them for brighter days ahead. No matter how heavy the world feels, God's love and mercy are always within reach. Finally, her words encourage hope and resilience. The world may seem frightening, chaotic, and unpredictable, but even in the hardest moments, there is a path forward. Catholics and all people of faith are asked to remain steadfast, to pray for one another, and to act with love, patience, and devotion. Every act of kindness, every prayer, and every decision to remain faithful matters. Difficult times are temporary, but the lessons they bring are eternal. They teach perseverance, strengthen the soul, and remind humanity that God's plan is larger than our understanding. By holding on to faith and trusting in His guidance, people can navigate challenges with courage, knowing that even in darkness, His light will shine, and that ultimately, love, peace, and eternal joy await those who remain close to Him. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Your support, attention, and prayers mean more than words can express. Every view, like, comment, and share helps spread this important message and strengthens our community of faith. By being here, you are part of a journey to stay closer to God, grow spiritually, and support one another in these challenging times. We are truly grateful for your presence, your thoughts, and your prayers. May God bless you and protect you always.